Good morning, everyone. Namaste. I'm going to call in Archangel Michael to cleanse this space, to clear out all negative and lower vibrational energy, placing the white light of protection around us with his blue seal. We're going to be reading more, guys, out of my Clarity and Connection book. It states, expectations cause great misery for the individual. We are constantly creating narratives of how we want things to be and how we want others around us to act. These narratives invariably lead to disappointment because the stories we crave often dashed and broken by unrealistic expectations, circumstances beyond our control, and the randomness of the external world. We forget that what unites all human beings in our ignorance and room for improvement. We each carry conditioning that clouds our perspective of our time on Earth, an opportunity to overcome mental limitations such as unforgiving expectations, a desire to control everything, limitations that impede us from complete freedom and happiness. As we do the work of examining our inner world, it is unfair for others to expect us to be perfect, for us to expect others to be perfect, especially when perfect often means others fulfill our every desire. In a world of imperfect people, patience and forgiveness becomes essential. Well, absolutely, guys. And if you knew what was really going on in this world, and I know because I forensically interviewed in Detroit for 5 years on the human trafficking team, and for the county. So I interviewed children. So if you knew what was really going on in this world, you'd have a lot more patience with people than what you understand. Most people aren't going around telling people what they've been through in their life. And, you know, in general, rule of thumb, it's 1 out of 4 girls that have been abused sexually and 1 out of 6 boys, and only half come forward and actually even tell people about it. So that's really 1 out of 2 girls and 1 out of 3 boys. So look at those statistics and just really understand how that would really mess with a person. And most people don't have somebody supporting them. It's not Charlie at the park that's usually doing this. Usually this is a family member. Usually this is like a father figure, a cousin, a brother. You know, it happens to them, and then they turn around and do it to other people. And we're walking around with a bunch of broken people that don't know what to do with it because they have lacked any sort of support their whole entire lives. So really just be kind, because you don't know what people are struggling with. I had a person tell me that this person at their work was a jerk. And this person that was telling me it just went through a really tragic situation where that person did not open up and tell anybody what they were going through. And they were very angry as a result of not opening up and telling anybody what they were going through. They were lashing out on people at work. They were lashing out on people. And they had a right to lash out. They were going through a very difficult time. But they should have opened up and told people, hey, I'm sorry, I'm going through a hard time. They didn't. They kept it to themselves. Well, when this was happening to that person, they said, yeah, this guy's like a jerk. I said, well, you know, maybe he's struggling with something that he's not opening up and sharing with other people. And you could see it turning in that mind. I said, last year you were going through a really hard time. Don't you wish people would have gave you some grace during that hard time? And you could see the wheels turning in their mind. And they were like, yeah, I do wish people would have gave me some grace. So I will extend that grace to that person, regardless if I know they're going through something or not. So I hope that helps, guys. I love you all. Have a blessed day, and namaste.